Greetings everyone! Greetings! I hope that everything's running alright. Let me check and double check for now. Welcome! Greetings and welcome everyone! Let me triple check if everything's running. Should be anyway. Okay, then let's enter the world with Avocash. We'll start with the Horde side of things. I went offline in Mechagon last time. Good to know. Welcome and greetings everyone! I'm Ashcroft from London Pictures. I think I forgot to say that. And we're here in 8.2.5 with the new Warcampaign, which we will try to do today. As far as I know, nothing has been time gated or content gated at all. At least not for the first part of the Warcampaign. And I've seen people react to things. I didn't see any videos. I saw nothing except from the screenshot that you see as the party sync is new. The screenshot that you see from the as the thumbnail, that's literally the only thing I've seen from this entire content patch. And of course the new Worgen and Goblin models, updated character models. And to be honest, I don't think I don't think the Goblin models changed that much. But that's just my opinion. And now we will continue the Warcampaign, lead the charge in the thrilling conclusion of the Warcampaign. Let's do that. Okay. I will do this with Avocash first this time, because most likely it will be the same for Alliance and Horde anyway, and I wanted to stream it for one of the other, and I totally messed up to ask Nerian or what's his character name? Dario, if he wants to play, so I forgot to do that. So I'll just do it on Horde sides first. I thought the streaming modus would nullify all the notifications, but oh well. The Warcampaign should be starting here in Zuldazar, as far as I know. I'm really curious. I'm really curious how it will happen, because all the time up until now, it was...
Protecting Zuldazar is our top priority.
Yeah. So, like, I'm curious because up until now, it always had to do with the eve of battle. Ooh, that's it. It always had to do with Nathanos giving us the quests. How will it be now? And it's called the eve of the quest. The eve of the battle. The eve of battle. Okay, interesting. How's my sound? Is my sound good? Should be. Should be anyway. How's going on here? Everything's Gucci. Everything's gone Gucci goo. Damn, the layout of YouTube on that side is weird. Anyway. Let's see. Everything's loading in. I just don't want to rush in when nothing has been loaded in yet. Bluff Watcher Proud Scar. Okay. Oh! There we have Lorthamar Theron and Lady First Arcanist Thalysra. Ooh, okay. No RP prompts? Sent me off to meet his voice so I could play forever. Daddy had another plan. Now Mommy will never age again. Caseless Cinderlari. Okay. I thought that was part of this.
We have made many sacrifices.
The eve of battle. Avokesh, we must speak of the Horde and the War Chief. The war has proven costly, and the battle against Ashar drained what little resources we had left. The Horde is divided once more, and the Alliance fares little better than we do. Fares little better than we do? Is the Alliance divided as well? I wouldn't know of it. Sylvanas is now in a position to destroy everyone she considers an enemy. That means us as well. I had hoped that my old friend would see reason, but now High Overlord Sourfang is rallying those of us who remain, including some unlikely allies. Speak with the Lord Thamar.
We are a nation on the rise.
RP prompt?
The eternal sun still guides us.
Sylvanas has us vastly outnumbered, Avokesh. We must bolster our ranks with unlikely allies. She has us vastly outnumbered. That's weird how many people still stick to Sylvanas. I mean, sure, propaganda can get you that far. Can only get you that far, actually. So I don't know how she could vastly outnumber the entire rest of the Horde. What is Sourfang's plan? Oh, cutscene! I guess. It's freezing on me anyway. Cutscene, yes.
Anduin, Sylvanas' actions have threatened us all, and day by day, her power grows. If our world is to survive, we must strike while we still can. Meet with me, and we will speak.
So few.
How many can you provide?
Enough for one final assault. If that fails, we're done. If we end her reign, what kind of war chief will you be?
The Horde I joined was birthed in blood, tainted by corruption. The road that led to the Dark Portal was long and wide, paved with the bones of innocence. We called it the Path of Glory. That was the great lie upon which the Horde was founded. That anything we did was honorable. Thrall, Rosen, they were not the true heirs to Blackhand's bloody legacy. Sylvanas Windrunner is.
No. No, this is the Horde. Led by you. Someone who has
Honor. I've never known honor. They deserve more. But the Horde is doomed to be shackled by the chains of the past.
The Horde has no exclusive claim to regrets. Arthas, Dalen, the ghosts of the past haunt us as well.
We could not fill the chasm between the Horde and Alliance if we labored 1,000 years. You know this.
Then what are we fighting for?
Soldiers, on your feet!
Start breaking camp immediately!
Lord Sourfang?
Zakan, where is our home?
Orgrimmar?
Not our city. Our home.
Azeroth.
And ours?
Azeroth.
Right now, there are only two forces in this world that matter. One bent on harming our world.
And one that will protect her.
So, what are we doing?
Breaking the cycle.
That was a great one. I had a long time I had a lot of trouble figuring out where that actually was, but it was in not Thermo. What's the place called? It's I know where it is. I just forgot the name of it. Dustwallow Marsh. It was in Dustwallow Marsh, wasn't it?
One day at a time.
The rebuilding.
So it says vastly outnumbered. Yeah, why are you only so few of the Horde that joined? I mean, after the war we have... Yeah, but why have you only have so few and Sylvanas so many? That is the big question I have here. Like, what is that teaching us about the Horde? If you only have managed to bring so few Horde members into the boat. Especially without all of the reasons to not join Sylvanas. I really don't get the logic behind that thinking. But I guess
strength in the Horde.
I guess honor because of sticking to your leader is a thing, but I don't know.
Isolation has ended.
I don't know. Something's a little bit off about that. Sylvanas should be in... I mean, they have to make it epic, of course, because fighting against overwhelming odds is always epic, but I don't know about her vastly outnumbering us being that much of a deal. I can teleport you to Razor Hill when you're ready. Teleport me to Razor Hill. Oh, I'm... ready. I didn't expect a cutscene right from the start.
Be careful who you trust.
And I'm sorry for the lags. I have no idea how they got caused and how they happened. They just happened and I have no idea how to fix it. If I can fix it. I'm shaking. This cutscene hyped me up. Even though I still have a few problems getting my head around how Sylvanas is able to vastly outnumber all of us. There shouldn't be that many Forsaken left, but we're in Razor Hill Durtar again, where the Darkspear Rebellion had their base of their conquered base of operation. Oh, 7th Legion, Alliance Guards, 7th Legion Engineer. And Overlord's Guard. So without any explanation, we just showed up. Oh, there's a siege engine. Okay. That popped out of nowhere. So... Jabul! Druid Trainer. Okay, there's a lot. Whoa. Feels strange laying siege on to our own city. Second time for me. Fought us beside the Alliance back then, too. Veteran traitor, huh? I've never betrayed the Horde. That's why I'm here.
Loktar.
Ah, Detector. Can see through disguises, stealth, and invisibility. I mean, with the help of the Alliance, I highly doubt that Sylvanas has an advantage over us. 7th Legion people, don't allow yourself to be seen. Don't get caught. Okay, so far so good. I think everything has loaded in now. Might be wrong though. This is interesting. Really cool and interesting. We're just in Razor Hill and probably this is all phased and not in its own scenario thing. Okay. interesting to see like the trainers being on our side here again.
Greetings.
Illyria Windrunner
My
and
bow is at the
Varisa
ready.
Windrunner are here. I hope they will play a bigger role in this. 110 only. Okay. Interesting. Kinda hope they will... RB? Okay.
I serve the Horde.
Greetings, my friend.
Second! Zappy boy! You have a known in-game model. I'm so proud of you. You've come a far route. I hope you two have at least some sort of interaction with Sylvanas.
I never miss a
Chandris.
shot. The time for dreaming is
Jaina.
over.
Nothing against you, Jaina, but step down from the spotlight for this, please, because you had your story arc and it was amazing and it was cool, but it's other characters' time to shine for now. Just because I have a feeling that Blizzard would do that.
Lotar.
I can't speak with any of you. Can I speak with Zakan? No. I can't speak with Thrall, though.
Bromkar.
My mistakes have been many, Avokish, and they have led me here once again. Thrall shakes his head. I do not know what the future will bring, but I will not hide from it. I will fight for the Horde. Goodbye.
Let honor guide your path.
I just realized I haven't heard anything about Vol'jin doing something. Like, sure, he's dead and all, but his ghost and his adventure of his ghost and finding out who whispered in his ear and all of that, nothing leaked towards me about anything new happening in this patch. Maybe I just haven't encountered it yet. Maybe it will still happen.
I am Sarfang,
And let's see us.
brother of Broxigar.
Let's see us at the end of this. Vol'jin just pops up. Is like, boo, Sylvanas. Now I'm once again new, sir. We have much to do, Avokish. The Banshee moves swiftly. Whoa, lags. Oh, Did I just phase in with all of the other guys? Interesting why they would phase this. I mean, I would guess they moved phases because that's the only reason I could imagine that why it's lagged. Anyway, Sylvanas loyalists have collapsed part of the canyon path to Orgrimmar. Oh? Our forces are now cut off from each other. We need to reinforce our front line, or the Banshee will pick us off at her leisure. We have come too far to be slain by 1,000 cuts. Gazlo and one of the Alliance's gnomes believe they have an answer. You'd best ensure that their plan does not backfire. So far, we are having the exact same storyline as in Pandaria with Siege of Orgrimmar and everything. Like, overlap, like, all in all, the same. Okay, clear the paths of boulders, mines, and other obstructions between Razor Hill and Orgrimmar.
Without
Accept.
honor, we have nothing.
King Rin, may we speak?
Of course.
Our sister is patient. She knows we have precious few soldiers left. While we lay siege to Orgrimmar, she will whittle away our numbers. But Sylvanas is not the only threat we face. The old god has been freed. I can hear his whispers, sense his unseen tendrils writhing all around us.
I know, Illyria. What are you suggesting?
Sylvanas commands what may be the only army capable of defeating Nazarth. For the sake of Azeroth, perhaps we should stand aside and let her.
Your sister will not fight for us, Illyria. When Sylvanas realized the war was on the cusp of ending, she lured both fleets into Ajara's hands. Not to find victory, but to meet death.
In the end, death claims us all. Eitrig told me those were among the last words Sylvanas spoke to Vol'jin.
We cannot wage two wars. Sylvanas must fall. Here. Now. before all is lost.
It shall be so, my king. Farisa and I will scout her line for weaknesses. Good luck to all of us.
Illyria has an interesting approach here, and then it's laying a big fundamental question on the line. What the heck is Sylvanas' plan in general? Like, she did not achieve anything. Like, was it actually Sylvanas' plan to lure us into Nadjatar? And if it was so, then why? They do make it sound like that was Sylvanas' plan all along, to lure us into Nadjatar. And she didn't achieve. Oh jeez, I have an immense flashback right now. Oh my god, I have like a huge flashback right now to a stream I watched from Novel, but I'm experiencing this. But not only that, like, I have a huge sense of deja vu that I have a deja vu of having this flashback. This is so weird, like this exact moment, me running out here and me talking to you guys about it. Oh, this is so creepy. It's like it's like feels strange second back then too. Okay, the music's different. The music's different and it does meet me with a feel of deja vu again, but not as strong as the past one. Because it was like a deja vu of a flashback or something like that. And it was really strong feeling as well. It was like the exact imagery and everything. That was like hyper weird. I don't know, I'm really set off by that. Anyway, what was Sylvanas? Depleting the entirety of the Alliance fleet might have been like luring them away? I don't know. So you're the one operating this Avocash. We've souped up the Minebot 5000 with a few choice improvements. Tinkmaster Overspark. Improvements made possible by my incredible genius. Anyway, says Guzlo, this baby should be able to clear out anything in its path. Mines, boulders, and some skulking assassins. Interesting that they're here from Mechagon, back here from the whole Mechagon thing. I've never been in the Mechagon dungeon. I just realized. I've never been there. Okay, so, everyone's phasing in and out like willy-nilly. So, the only reason why Sylvanas, with the whole Nazjatar thing that I can think of is to, like, lure the fleet into a trap and make the trap, and make it that the fleet gets destroyed. But first off, how did she know a shower would do that with the tidestone and everything, like pouring down water and everything? How did she know that? Why was it necessary to give Nathanos the dagger, the Xalatoth the dagger? And why did she put Nathanos in this huge risk if she knew about it happening? And if she didn't know about it happening, what was her plan then? Because I don't know, it's really weird. It's really weird. Maybe it's just plot holes on Blizzard's end. But we'll see. Taking control. Remote control mine bot 5000 to annihilate the boulders in your way. Use zaps to detonate the mines. Clear the canyon between here and Orgrimmar. Boom! Okay, that's okay. That's good. This is getting pretty well. This is going... This could have been worse. Oh, that's might be where I got the déjà vu from. This music is this is music of Kulturis, somewhere from Kulturis. I forgot where and what. Oh my god! I didn't even see the Forsaken troops here. But seriously, where did... I mean, for vastly outnumber, I guess she has risen a lot of undead with the banshees and all of that. With the Valkyries. Use the self-destruction to destroy the impassable borders. I mean, maybe I should do that, but I'm not sure about it. Okay. Self-destruct. Don't know if that... Ooh, loading screen. I don't like that. I don't like the random loading screens, especially not when I'm in the middle of something or double loading screen as well. The day was saved thanks to Tingle Service's unmatched ingenuity. Whatever. Let's just get to the front. Oh, I got teleported back here. I mean, okay, why not? I could have ran. Ride the wyvern! What are you? Are you trolls? Oh, damn, you looked so weird from far away. We have a bunch of Horde people. I discovered Durtor just now. Really? Here we go. We have a bunch of Horde and Alliance forces, and there's Orgrimmar. Damn. Siege of Orgrimmar 2.0, exactly. Wow. Oh, no lags, please. There's a lot going on here. Overlord's Guard. Nice, we have some brown orcs here for Draenor orcs. This is nice. I hope it's Draenor orcs. It might not be Draenor orcs, it might be just normal uncorrupted orcs. Oh, a callback to Teldrassil, the Teldrassil campaign, War Thorns, with the armor of these NPCs. Nice. Okay, okay, okay. Blue Silver Moon shooter thingies. Ballistas shooter thingies. Ingenuity knows no bounds. Oh yeah, I need to go that way. Wait. Since this is interrupted. I got interrupted by someone? Really? Really? Wait, suspicious technician. We have goblins alongside. I mean, sure, they're loyal to the money. I wonder. Yes, okay, I can fly. I wonder a lot where Gallywix is in all of this. Hi there.
Speak quickly.
Objective complete, speak with Zelfane. Swift action saved our soldiers' lives, but there is still more to do. Complete quest. Whoops. Bit unstable, but there are a lot of people around here. What are you? My mistakes. Okay, you're Netflix.
Are strong.
No offense, Thrall, but you're weeny tiny bit too sorry for yourself about in here. Soul Eater, hi there, Soul Eater, Felicia Almond, hello! Oh, Felicia Almond, that's sorry to hear. I hope you can enjoy the stream then. I hope Sylvanas is a bigger game in mind that that I just pick than just what I picked together, because it just doesn't make really much sense how it is right now. But we don't have any information on it, so... Let's see. Saving the siege. The Banshee's spies were able to sneak past our guards in the chaos of the rock slide. They've been planting bombs on our siege weaponry. Get rid of those bombs. Okay. Easy dough. Already among us, Sylvanas still commands the loyalty of many within the Horde. The war she started has blinded them with rage and hatred. She exploits that to maintain her support. That's one reason, but not a good one, I suppose. Solving skulls. They do not yet see she will lead us to ruin, that her so-called victories are all hollow. Some of her agents have been spotted lurking within our ranks. Kill them. They will show us no mercy, and we have none in return. Strategic deployment. For 4 years, I guarded the gates of Orgrimmar. The city's greatest weakness has always been its multiple entrances. We should strike at all of them to seize victory. Multiple entrances. There are 3. 3 that I can think of anyway. 3 ground entrances. From the air I don't count right now, but I counted 3. 1 to Ashara, like the region called Ashara. 1 down here and 1 in the troll slums, right? Do I remember that correctly? I don't know. Rin and I have drawn up orders for deployment. The mages will cover our flank. Greymane will close in from the west, and the elves will take the north. We will send Melee to reinforce Thunderbluff's defenses in case Sylvanas launches a counterattack. We're all surrounding Orgrimmar. How will she support? How will she be able to launch a counterattack? Oh, probably if we all die. Yeah. Okay, but don't give up. If this guy who has been beaten all his life and oh, he has the necklace actually. Cool. When this guy doesn't give up, you don't need to. You can keep on going as well. Also, just sit there, enjoy the stream, and yeah, everything will be better. I hope. For years I guarded the gates. Oh, I just already read that. The launches account. Bring the orders to our commanders. Okay.
From Khan.
We need you and your best soldiers to flank the city from the western
And
gate.
leave you here unguarded with them.
If I wanted to harm him, I'd have done it in the stockades.
No one knows Orgrimmar's defenses better than Sourfang. We need to trust each other if we are to succeed.
Very well. But the Banshee is clever. Dividing our forces might play right into her hands.
Gen is right there. Dividing our forces might be a bad thing to do. But there's accountants here as well. And Shaw. Matthias Shaw. I didn't see you here. Okay, for everyone who doesn't play World of Warcraft and is watching me, Zakan is a fan favorite. He has been like a really cute and memed character through the intro sequence of Battle for Azeroth, called Zappy Boy, and then they gave him a name and a backstory, which is cool. Suspicious Technicians. So damn, you hit well. If you didn't have the name template over your head, I wouldn't have seen you. Objectives. Shoals of Zuldazar. Yeah, no, though. Oh no, these are the, Are you an orc? Where are you an orc? No, you're a dwarf. Interesting. Oh, I'm so used to... Oh. Breaking the cycle. Saving the siege. Strategic deployment. Already among us. Okay, these are the three. We have a custom map for this endeavor, so I guess it's... It can't be. We're here with a bunch of other players. It can't be a instance thing. Interesting that we have a custom map for this. Are we in a custom region? Then we wouldn't be able to fly though. Huh. Interesting. So where's the commander of this battalion? I'm just running to... Oh, there. Lothamar!
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Make no mistakes, Elvokish. No matter the outcome, this battle will be a bloody one. Solfang and King Rin have assigned your forces to the northern gate.
What I do for Quell. So, we are to strike from the north. A sound plan. But there is no telling what treachery Sylvanas has in
She
store
fought
for us.
beside you for many years, both in life and in undeath. You must know her well.
Perhaps I did, long ago. But now... Our forces are few in number. We must make use of the surrounding terrain when we assault the gate.
The Sentinels have made use of that terrain for millennia. Our knowledge of the land was old when the Farstriders were young.
Yes, of course.
He was like, yes, sorry to, I hope I didn't offend you with that. Like, no worries, Lothamar. They're on your side for now. NPC's helping me, yay! Okay, what are you over there? Speak with First Arcanist Thalysra. Okie dokie. Are you among the elves that go from the north? Or will attack from north? Uh-oh. Lags. No. You're here with Kultirans and mages. Well, mages and one Kultiran.
The Nightwell calls to me.
Never did I expect to fight in another rebellion, least of all against the war chief. Solfang has tasked you and the Lord Admiral with shielding our army against magical assaults. Oh, okay. I didn't read that, but okay.
We are only as strong. A wise decision. We can do so more effectively from higher ground. Lord Admiral, might I ask about the spellcraft you employed at Lordaeron? The levitating warship?
Would you believe me if I told you it was a Coltiran trade secret?
Summoning the ship, perhaps. But as for the enchanted cannons...
Oh, that's all we got for that? Oh, I was curious, though.
Hey, how you doing?
Suspicious technicians. I mean, you're really suspicious. You look exactly like our enemies. Probably just to make it easier for the players, but... I mean, do you have a Horde banner on your chest? I can see. I can see that. Oh well, oh. Where's the soul? I should get a soul from that. Damn, you take a punch. You really can tank a punch there. Okay, suspicious crates removed. I need to remove more suspicious crates. And where was the Banshee spies are able to sneak past our guards in the case of the rock slide? They've been planting bombs on our siege weaponry. Get rid of those bombs. Oh, those are those bombs. I get it. Loyalist assassin. Yeah, like you have the same armor like those loyalist assassins. That's a bit awkward, isn't it? Okay, I I need to discover more bombs, and probably all the other players are right there.
Hello?
Suspicious technician, you are a Forsaken. If you're not with Sylvanas, I would be surprised. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised. Standing with Saurfang, standing with High Lord or Lord Saurfang. Okay, nice buff. Nice buff. I mean, of course they take punches. They take a lot of punches because obviously they are rigged for our level. But, you know, would have been a little bit more helpful if they died faster. Oh, you attack me instantly when I pick up your thing. Okay. Dwarven Rifleman! Nice. Oh, so the boxes and all are phased between all of this. That's good to know. Like, see? He just looted the box and now I can loot the box. And now it disappears for me, but it already has disappeared for him. Okay, I have a mage on my side, a player even. Nice. And 10 loyalists slain. Great. And now we speak to Myla High Mountain. Another one of the aided races.
I am Mela. I stand as High Chieftain.
I was in battle just now. That was a little bit unfortunate for me. Don't be gone and forgotten. We'll be at your side. And Pain will get over soon. I hope you have been to the doctor with that. Anyway, the Legion, the Naga, and now each other. How much must the war cost us before we bring it to an end? High Chieftain, you have been tasked with defending the skies above Thunder Bluff.
High Mountain, stand. There is little my Eagle Riders can do while Sylvanas controls the skies. But we can still defend Thunder Bluff. G is already there, tending to Bane's wounds. He said he has seen Orgrimmar under siege once before, and does not wish to relive it. We will stand beside our Tauren kin, and await further orders from Saurfang. Earth Mother watch over us all.
Okay, yes, yeah. I mean, straightforward. Interesting that Bane has, like, I mean, sure, he's wounded from the interrogation and all of that. Ow! You little pipsqueak. He has been, like, captured and had a lot of wounds, but those wounds are still there. That is interesting, to say the least. Because Jaina was, like, up and running after she got badly injured by the Horde soldiers. By the Horde... by the Horde champions, even. And she was fine a few moments later after being healed. I mean, sure, it was an instance thing and everything, but I don't know. Will the army not help? Guys, really? I'm fighting with a bad guy here. Are you not concerned at all? Oh well. One more suspicious crate and I'm done here. I mean, it is a good thing to say that Bane is doesn't want to relive it. That's like an acceptable thing. Even though it is a little bit wonky to say, like, yeah, everyone's coming here fighting together for the thing that Bane fought for in the first place, who was the first one to step up, and now he's missing in action because he doesn't want to see Orgrimmar under siege again. I don't know about that. I don't know. him tending to his wounds, I don't know about that either, because again, Jaina was up and running in a matter of moments, like hours maybe, to the max. But yes, yet again, I don't know. Saving the siege. Well done. We cannot afford to lose any more of our weaponry to Sylvanas' treachery. Whoops. Already among us. We both have blood on our hands. Today we will see that it has not been in vain. No matter what our strategy, taking Orgrimmar will be no easy task, I should know. Now we sieged it once, we will siege it twice now. Will there be... Oh jeez. I'm curious, will we fight Sylvanas in this? And 8.3 will be N'Zoth? Or is this only the build-up for 8.3 where we raid Sylvanas? Or... yeah. I mean, that's my question here. I mean, I have a guess, but I don't want to be I don't want to be spoiled at all. Okay, Felicia Almond, but I'm not sure if I will have time now. I have no idea how long this will the stream will be, because I don't know how it ends and how long the entire war campaign is. If it is the same as it has been before, I will guess it will be another hour or such, but I'm not sure. I still have to do some editing and all, a lot of stuff, but I'll try to be there. Okay, it is time. Before the gates of Orgrimmar, it is time. We have done all that we can to prepare. All that remains is the battle itself. Okay, I might be back earlier than I thought. I'm not one for speeches, so I will say only this. Lok'tar Garafakesh. Victory or death. Except after I act.
May you die in battle against a hated enemy.
Speak with Suffering to begin the battle. Oh jeez. Okay, I'm ready for the Horde. Cutscene. Oh boy. Oh? Was that it? Loading? So I guess there's another cutscene coming up. Why do you put that cutscene under a cutscene? That's a bit weird. Or will this... No cutscene. HD cutscene!
Varrock, it's time.
The music.
Those who defend Orgrimmar are Horde as well. Our brothers and sisters.
These warriors have sworn to fight. For you. Many lives will be lost.
Or perhaps just one. Sylvanas Windrunner! I challenge Mak'gora!
A traitor leading traitors. Why should I accept your challenge?
You want to make me suffer.
Uh-oh.
Brother, you cannot win.
My old friend. You and I.
We don't get to hide.
But she will not play fair at all.
I set you on this path.
And we knew where it could lead. Walk with me. The rest of the way.
Really? Really? Sikan.
Let it be finished.
I'm amazed that she...
The High Overlord falls. I trusted you. And so did they. Death comes, old soldier. And all their hope dies with you.
You cannot kill hope. You tried at Teldrassil. You failed. Hope remains. You set us to kill each other at Lordaeron. You failed. Here we stand. You just keep failing. The Horde will endure. The Horde is strong.
Whoa!
The Horde is nothing!
Whoa, 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 stop. The Horde is nothing.
You are all nothing!
For Azeroth!
If you could see yourselves as I see you. Toy soldiers in tin plate. Beasts who howl for honor. Standing as one. Savor it. Nothing lasts.
Where'd she go? She cheated, for damn sake. Knew it.
What do we do now?
We bring him home.
That was amazing. I did not expect Saurfang to die. Why did I was casted as AFK? I was watching a cutscene, goddammit. And that was an epic thing with all this Forsaken paying their respects to Saurfang. And Sylvanas was blasting off into the sky like it's nothing.
The beauty of Eversong endures.
Before the gates of Orgrimmar, Saurfang, slain by dark magic. I have known Sylvanas for years, yet I have never seen her wield such power. Why reveal it to us now? What does she gain by abandoning the Horde? Did she, like, was that what's happened there? Did she just leave on her own accord? On her own adventure, whatever? And left the Horde behind by calling the Horde nothing? Which was, like, the Horde must have noticed that. All the soldiers and everyone were like, what the fuck? Probably. And she just swooshed out of here for a later date. So we will not have Siege of Orgrimmar in the same sense we had it before, as it was a raid. Is that what I'm seeing here? Whatever she has planned, it would seem that she no longer requires the Horde to achieve it. Okay. We will need to be cautious, Avokesh. There's no telling what her next move will be. On a stream from a YouTuber I watch, great guy, Nubble, if you may have heard of him, great guy, I called it that we will, that she will blast off and be the next Lich Queen, and we get Northrend 2.0. And with the Lich King and all of that, like a callback to how Warlords of Draenor played out after Mists of Pandaria. It's kind of hinting that that might even happen. Oh jeez, oh no. There's no telling what her next move will be. Yeah, she flew off. Interesting that she can fly like that. She just flew off into nothingness, and now... I mean, he's an old character. He has been with us for a long time and has been part of the lore for a long time, and yeah, this was it. This is his legacy at an end. I did not expect him to die. Why let him die, though? It was an epic fight, don't get me wrong. It was an epic conclusion. It was a plot twist, more or less. I think it's the bigger plot twist. Like, as soon as the Makara shoutout happened, it's a bigger plot twist that Sylvanas was just like, fuck, screw the Horde, I'm out of here. Especially now, even those who were loyal to her are double questioning themselves. And, like, she abandoned the Horde. She is now the traitor. What is going on in her mind? What is the reason behind all of this? What is... Complete quest. Whoops. Saurfang. Aye. Lobthar takes a moment to compose himself. Thrall will wish to honor Saurfang's sacrifice, and so shall the rest of us. Recall our forces. Let them know that what has transpired. Tell them that the great warrior Varric Selphon is dead, and that the warchief has abandoned us. Speak to Bane that when you arrive in Thunderbluff. You will find him on the Elder Eyes. I am certain he will want to pay his respects to Saurfang as well. Let us stand as a united horde once more. For the Dark Lady? Fuck Saurfang for the Dark Lady. Seriously, guys? Seriously? People are still supporting Sylvanas in the chat, in the game chat here. I mean, it's probably troll. Most likely just trolls. But, not trolls of the race, but trolls as in ha-ha funny idiots. Not idiots, but you know what I mean. Like, trolling people. Guys. Like, I don't... She abandoned the Horde completely. Like... Even the Forsaken in the cinematic paid their respects to Saurfang. And I know it lagged in the middle of there, and I don't know what happened in that frame. It might have been all the people on the border being like, "What the heck?" Is being all like, "What the hell, Sylvanas? What are you doing?" That might be a thing that happened in that short second. Even like this, the banner barrier next to her was like, seriously? And the Horde is nothing. Like, the Horde saved your butt on multiple occasions. Like, what is going on in Sylvanas? She's gone mad. That's the only explanation I have. Anyway, now that we're supposed to go to Bane Bloodhoof, like, we're supposed to go to Bane Bloodhoof, I have a slightly sneaking suspicion that Sylvanas went there to wreak havoc. Just like one-man army that Bazoomi and cause havoc there. I don't know how I'm about. Like, that might be something that happened. I'm just saying
Never
it now.
again shall a king reign in Silvermoon.
Regent Lord, what manner of magic did Sylvanas use against Saurfang?
I had hoped either you or Thalisra would have the answer to that question. I have never seen her wield such power.
It was unlike any magic I have ever encountered. I could sense none of it, even in her presence.
Then she must have only recently acquired it, or simply waited until now to reveal it.
Either way, it does not bode well for us. Whatever she is planning, she no longer needs the Horde to achieve it.
And that makes her an enemy of all of us. Well, you just spelled doom for yourself, Sylvanas. Whatever your goal is, I mean, except her goal is to literally kill the entire world and raise them as undead. Which, as we've seen with the Lich King, doesn't play out well. That didn't work. And then she's just the Lich King. She's like just the thing she hated all along, which again she has already proven to be and not care about anymore.
Aran Arcana.
Baladash,
Adore.
Lies ahead.
Okay,
Greetings.
but what is her... If it's not, like, killing everyone on the planet... I mean... Unless it's really that simple, that it's just like, I want to kill everyone and raise them as my minions so that no one can oppose me anymore and no one will ever be able to kill me at all. If that is her reasoning, it's pretty like, it's the only thing that makes sense for her character, as far as I'm aware anyway. But then there would have been so much more ways to accomplish that. I mean, it would explain like literally everything. Like just she doesn't give a fudge about Horde and Alliance and loyalty, honor, life at all. She just wants to kill all life and be the only thing living, quote unquote, in that manner. So that would be like the literally only thing that makes sense. But yet again, now she has the entire world as an enemy. The way she executed that plan is really dumb. I mean, it kind of worked. I guess it kind of worked for the beginning with like plot, like. She's the entire reason why this war started. And now everyone's after her butt. Like, from the very start everyone was after her butt. But now it's even like she has no friends anymore. She abandoned them. Literally. And I don't know. I knew Saurfang for only a brief time, but I respect him for his courage. It is not easy to challenge your leaders, even when you are in the right. He saved many lives today. If we survive against N'Zoth, we will all owe our future to his sacrifice. And his sacrifice Unless it was against her plans and she was like, fuck, now I need to think of something else. And that's why she blasted off, because she was like, oh damn it, I screwed this one up. That might be also a thing. But, yeah. That's like...
We are only
that makes
as
sense.
strong as our will.
But let's see, maybe Sylvanas is in Thunder Bluff, and... do we have to actually walk all the way to Thunder Bluff? Oh, shoot. Sure. You are in combat. Oh. Why are you still here? The war is over. Sylvanas abandoned you. Like, I mean, I guess I get the trolls that are still like, oh, Dark Lady, la, 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 la. And I guess the, like, still fan of the character as a character thing, but all people who still are rooted, like, all actual loyalists to Sylvanas, like, on the player base, I don't get them. After this, I will not get them. Like, fans of the characters, I get it. Sylvanas has been a great character, and I say has been because she... I admit, she has been really messed up in Battle for Azeroth somehow, in my opinion. Her plans failed all over and over and over again. At least the plans that she published, yeah, I guess they did entirely. What are you? You have a daily quest. Oh, it's a pet tamer. That's why. Damn, I always forget about all these buildings here. They're all so new to me. Anyway, yeah, I guess, I mean, did you really plan to burn Teldrassil all along? Just, maybe she planned to burn Teldrassil all along, but it didn't... Wouldn't it be retconning at that point? Because from Christy Golden's... I haven't read the short story, so I don't know the details, but as far as I'm aware, Sylvanas was not intending to burn Teldrassil from the very start. So is this whole kill everything and be the only thing left alive thing, is that really what her goal is now? And if it is, when did she change that? Was it in the moment of that and she was always plotting against it? But why the whole trouble with Zandalor then? I mean, I guess you need allies to fight a war, and you needed the fleet. But that kind of backfired with the whole raiding of Zuldazar, the whole raid there. And she said that she wouldn't abandon them there, which was a good thing in her manner, but... So, if the entire plan is to kill everything, be the only thing left alive, or the only thing left...
It pains me to remain here, while others fight on the front line.
Oh, they're all...
You have done more than your part, Bane. Focus on your recovery.
Champion, has the battle been won?
Okay, I'm there. So interesting that the Pandaren... Who, Jinmong? So the Pandaren have been with the High Mountain to protect Bane. Interesting. And he's still wounded and recovering. Which is a fact now. Gee, Firepaw.
I'm with you.
Do you have news, Avokesh? That's all you're gonna say? Okay. So... I know what is going to happen next. If there's something going to happen next. In this... patch anyway, it has been pretty short so far. I've been talking for the majority. So, anyway, yeah, if... I don't know, like, the entire thing with Sylvanas and her goals is pretty shifty to me. I don't know what her goals are, but no matter how you put it, there always holds in logic. Unless she has just simply gone bonkers and out of her mind.
I am Bane,
which is always a
son of
possibility.
Cairn.
It is good to see you, Avokesh. But if you are here, then the battle must already be over. Sarfang challenged Sylvanas to Makara, and then...
Honor those who came before us. He risked his life to save mine, and gave his life to save the Horde. Go, champion. We will meet you in Orgrimmar to honor the memory of Varrock Sarfang.
Okay, so Sylvanas does not show up and pull a sneaky on us like that. I mean, this place is pretty hard protected, so I guess that makes sense. But again, the entire thing with Sylvanas and her intentions and everything... G bows his head. I forgot to read that. I oversaw that. The entirety with, like... Oh, that's a player. With Sylvanas and her intentions is all over the place, to me. I will watch other YouTubers and streamers who are based on lore, like Noble, big shout out, even though I'm not the one to give a shout out to him because I'm way too small to give an actual shout out, but you know. But yeah. I mean, I will watch out on other streamers and everything for possible explanations, but there's nothing much more in my mind popping up to that entire topic, because she got the knife, gave it to Nathanos. These powers are pretty new, but I don't know how new, because like those powers are not too much out of the way if you've seen the Battle for Lordaeron thing. But it's interesting that Thalysra was entirely unable to sense them. So either they knew, which I would guess is from the dagger, or possibly Sylvanas striking a deal with N'Zoth. So, but those didn't seem so much different to her swooshy, fly-aroundy powers before. And like the fly-aroundy powers, like, did she had them, like, storyline-wise, retconned or not, before Battle for Azeroth? And now she has this newfound hyper death blast thing that she did on Sarfang. People are not spawning in. Oh, there we go. Wait. Okay, no, they just spawned in later. I thought they were phased in or something. I'm in combat. Why am I in combat? I don't know. Nothing else is spawning in? Good.
I greet you on behalf of Silvermoon.
Sarfang's death will not be in vain. Complete quest. Battlefield Commendation grants the title Veteran of the Fourth War. Fourth? war. The third war was with Warcraft 3. The third war was like the war against the Burning Legion and the... Or was it? The first war was invading Horde against Alliance, protecting. The second war was when the Horde was coming through the Dark Portal again, I think. Huh, where's the difference between the first and second war? Yeah, but anyway, the third war was the Warcraft 3 events with the Scourge and the Burning Legion. The fourth war would have been technically the war against Garrosh. This would have been the fifth war. Huh. No matter what, old soldier. Oh, throwback to that. No matter what anyone says, he was an honorable orc. A legend in his own right. The ideal to which all warriors of the Horde aspired. He gave his life to heal the rift in the Horde and give us the chance to forge a new path forward. His was more than a death befitting a warrior. It was a death of a hero. We shall honor his sacrifice. Grants the title Veteran of the Fourth War.
We have made many sacrifices.
Thrall awaits us within Orgrimmar. We will take this moment to honor Saurfang before we regroup. N'Zoth is our primary concern. Should we survive the old god's machinations, we will then turn our attention to those of Sylvanas. I mean, yeah, she's pretty alone. Like, there can't be many Sylvanas loyalists left after she pulled this stunt, after everything she has pulled throughout Battle for Azeroth. Almost said Warcraft 3 there, doesn't make any sense. But yeah. So this is technically the fifth war. Is this war not over? And we're not a veteran because of that? Or is it because of a throwback or did they just mess up? That might very well be a thing, that they just messed up in their counting of wars. Unless the war against Garrosh didn't count as a war, but it was a war across two entire expansions, Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria. So I know why you shouldn't count that war. Huh. Thrall awaits us with an Orgrimmar. Lead on.
Aldiel Shalah.
Another cutscreen? I still see my GUI.
Varrock Saurfang, son of Koruk, supreme commander of the might of Kalimdor, High Overlord of the Horde. He led the charge against the Lich King. He defended our world from the Legion. Saurfang inspired all of us to strive for true honor, and his legacy will live on in our deeds.
When the Alliance and Horde marched on Ahn'Qiraj, it was Saurfang who valiantly commanded our combined forces. Today, his courage saved thousands of lives on both sides of the battle. His sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Garona's here.
You have earned your warrior's death, old friend. Now, greet your son with honor and glory.
With a Death Knight there, Forsaken. Interesting that Valeria is going with them. She's done nothing here and still got a new model. Like nothing we know of. Are we getting teleported somewhere else now after the cutscene? Like the entire trip through Thunderbluff was a bit much. Like the entire trip. I mean, it wasn't a long flight, but it was a bit long for just giving up a message. Rokan, you're back. Gazlo, Overlord Gayara. Huh. You wanted to... Overlord Gayara, if you might remember, she stood with the War Chief after she... Oh, the Brewfest is... The Brewfest, the... Oktoberfest in World of Warcraft is a thing right now. But Overlord Gayara was saying that it's honor... Oh, wow, look at all these NPCs going on their way now. I can't even click on them. Now they're all just living on their lives here in Orgrimmar. But yeah, Gayara was like, it's honorless of Bane to defy his war chief, even though she was against honor, or the code of honor at least, and she was standing with Sylvanas there. It's interesting to see her here now.
I will hear your words, but judge you by your deeds.
Sylvanas was a strong war chief, but she was not the Horde's war chief. Everything she did was for herself. Saurfang sacrificed everything he had for the Horde. Strength and honor, a true war chief must have both. That is a lesson I will never forget. Oh, you learned a lesson here then. Well, great that we have seen it play out. Not.
I will see Draenor's skies once more.
I hate funerals. Don't get me wrong. I respected Saurfang as much as the next guy. I just don't like standing around when there's work to be done. We goblins know how to pay our respects. We just don't overpay. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I think old Saurfang would have agreed. I'm gonna miss him. But I ain't letting the job he started go unfinished. He started...
Where there's risk, there's reward.
Great words, Gazlo. Like, for a goblin, really respectful. Rokan, you've been surprisingly absent from all of this.
I be listening.
Or dismissed you. Never had a good feeling about this war, man. I mean, following orders, trying to make the best of the bad situation. But I always thought that Sylvanas be having the Horde's best interest at heart. Wow. Like, do you not see this? Interesting. Wait, Rokan, were you actually on Sylvanas' side of the battlefield here? I was wrong. Should have trusted me instincts. Should have done more for Saurfang. Yeah, kinda. Too late for that now. Lower guide us, Avokish. We gonna need it.
Watch your back.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
A part of me will always wonder if this would have happened had I acted sooner. If I had confronted Sylvanas in the early days of the war. If Teldrassi hadn't burned. It is not an easy thing to watch a dear friend tread a dark path, to recognize when they have gone astray. I thought I knew her, and Saurfang has paid the price for my error in judgment. I have tasked the Fast Riders with tracking down both Sylvanas and Nathanos. So Nathanos is absent as well. He was surprisingly absent doing all of this. Maybe he's hidden somewhere preparing for Sylvanas stuff. Stuff for Sylvanas that way. Though I am unsure we can find them at all. They were Fast Riders themselves once. But I cannot simply stand idle while they are out there. Not anymore.
The light of the Sunwell be with you.
I'm just reading what all of these have to say.
Spirits watch over you.
Saurfang, were it not for his courage, I would have died at the hands of Sylvanas. It is a debt I can never repay, except by honoring his memory and carrying his legacy forward. The Horde cannot remain divided. We must reflect on all that we have endured and choose our next course of action, with strength and wisdom united as one.
Earth Mother, guide us
You
all.
are welcome here, champion.
My people are now new to the Horde, and there have been times in this war when I wondered if joining it was a mistake. But then I would think of Saurfang, of what he represented, of the Horde he fought for. That is the Horde my people joined. That is the Horde we must strive to be. I can think of no better way to honor his memory than by continuing that journey.
Our tribes stand as one.
Saurfang, I knew this could happen. That things could be playing out this way. But that don't make it any easier. He always been a hero to me, inspiring me to be better, to be stronger. Just like me father, spirits guide them both. I wonder if they be watching me right now, waiting to see who I become. It be time I made him proud, Avokesh. Never gonna rest till I do.
The Horde be our family.
The
One
Lystra
day
Lacy.
at a time.
I knew Saurfang for only a brief time. He saved many lives today. If we survive against N'Zoth, we will owe him future
Anratha
sacrifice.
Adore.
You're a player. I have read. Who are you? Warchief's Herald. Dr. Demon Hunter. Behind me is the Warchief's command board. Okay. You have nothing to say about this. It's interesting to note Battered Brewer, Dungeon Master, okay? Oh, yeah. Brewfest. Saurfang, I don't know. It was amazing. And it was a... I know, I get highly triggered for people shouting, "Fuck Saurfang, for the Dark Lady," right in front of the dead body of him. Like, that triggers me a little bit. Like, yeah, like, I don't know, like, things are... We still have her banner here. That's a little bit disgracious to him. But I think there could have been more. Like, for people who don't know Saurfang, we mainly bonded they mainly bonded with him over the cinematics. Like, this was more of mainly a movie with little parts of playable parts about Saurfang than it was playing with about Saurfang. You know what I mean? Which is a nice thing as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. Was still a really nice thing to see, but I still have the feeling there could have been more for Saurfang.
Well met.
He will be buried in Nagrand, as he would have wanted. I do not know what lies ahead for the Horde, but I know we will face it together. The Fourth War.
Saurfang and I spoke much of honor in the Horde. of our path forward from this crossroads. I never thought we would have to walk it without him. It falls to us to decide what the Horde will become. Azeroth needs our strength now more than ever. Grieve for Saurfang, and make ready to defend the world he died for.
Okay, I thought there was more coming up. Yeah, I don't know what I expected, but him dying is a surprise. But to be fair, killing off Sylvanas in the cutscene would have been a really bold move of Blizzard. So killing off the ally was like the only outcome I could have imagined. As soon as as soon as Saurfang was in front of the gates and called out from Mak'gora, I was like, I had a bad feeling this will be the outcome, because yeah, either that or Sylvanas just saying nope to that, and we continued on fighting.
Loktar.
But oh well, years ago, I spoke at Orgrim's funeral after he died while liberating our people. Years ago, I spoke at Orgrim Doomhammer's funeral after he died while liberating our people. Today, I did the same for Saurfang. We don't get to hide. That was the last lesson he ever taught me. But I have been away from Orgrimmar for a long time, and much has changed since I last walked upon its walls. I don't know how best to serve the Horde, but I will fight for it until the bitter end.
For Azeroth.
I would be very pro Thrall becoming War Chief again, and like to be a cooler War Chief during the exploration of more story of him, but he had his moments to shine. He had enough of moments to shine. He had like an entire expansion where he shined. He had multiple expansions where he was at least like a side hero or one of the main heroes, like in Walls of Draenor, in Legion, not that much, but he was part of the recruitment thing. Like entirety of Warcraft 3, he had his time. He did indeed had his time, so I'm open for other things. Ouch. That was loud. But lore-wise, I would lore-wise, I would say it would be the best call to tell Thrall, you know what? You might have messed up before because you were young and unexperienced in the best case scenario. But the Horde is now leaderless and we need a new leader, and you have been leader before and you did the best job out of all of them. Even considering Vol'jin died off pretty early in his reign. So, yeah. Like, Thrall's the best bet we have. But it all seems to narrow down to a no War Chief Horde. A no sole leader thing going on here. It becoming a council, like, that's what it seems to be. That's what it seems to get. That's what it seems to become. I really wonder how the Sylvanas loyalist side of things go, because you had the choices to be loyal to Sylvanas, and they said that would play out. You would play out a different point of view at the very least. Maybe it wouldn't play out differently, but you will play out a different point of view. And I wonder how they would have experienced this. I have to look it up because I have no character who's loyal to Sylvanas. I planned on doing that, but I got lost of not wanting to level a character thoroughly for that reason and all of that, but yeah. So, that's it. That's the war campaign. On Horde's point of view. Might have to change the, have to change the title. There we go. That's the change of the title. We have been doing this, and there's nothing left to do, I suppose. Like, this was the conclusion to the war campaign. Not what I expected when I first... Well, partially what I expected, but not what I hoped for to be as the end of the war campaign with the Siege of Orgrimmar taking place. But we didn't have a Siege of Orgrimmar. We didn't have... Wait, we did technically had a Siege of Orgrimmar. We didn't have a raid based upon defeating Sylvanas as Alliance and Horde working together to defeat Sylvanas' Horde. I'm extremely surprised that Sylvanas had so many loyalists, NPCs, basically. So much loyal NPCs. I mean, I'm also surprised that, most likely just trolls and Sylvanas fanboys who are just out of their mind, but because, like, I get it, when you're a fanboy of a die-hard fanboy of a character or a fangirl of a character, and they pull this blossom, I guess you have no other choice to be like, but no need to be a dick about it. To be frankly.
The Tauren stand proud.
Saurfang. We're not for his courage. The Horde cannot remain divided. We must reflect on all that we have endured and choose our next course of action with strength and wisdom. Okay, I thought I missed that.
Of this world.
I thought I missed that. So, yeah. But this is basically, like, I was surprised that Sylvanas had so many NPC loyalists left after all this. I mean, sure, she probably propaganda and, yeah, mostly propaganda, however you say it, and, yeah. I doubt she has any left at all, besides like a few Forsaken that are as loyal to Sylvanas as Nathanos is. But Nathanos questioned her on multiple occasions, at least in his mind. Like before the storm, I think it was. Was it called that way? In the book Christy Golden wrote about Sylvanas and the whole meeting in Arathi Highlands. Not Arathi. Was it Arathi? Arathi? Yes, Arathi Highlands. And all of that. Even Nathanos was like, Sylvanas, what the heck are you doing? And when she ordered the burning of Teldrassil, he was also like, what the... Okay, I'll just... I was questioning you for a moment there, but I will comply to your orders. Anyway, so... It is surprising to me to see that Nathanos remained doubtlessly loyal to Sylvanas. All this way, and especially with this. I mean, Nathanos is the embodiment of Sylvanas' fanboy. So I guess, but I mean, they could have done more. They could have done like a story arc with Nathanos being like, Sylvanas, you're stepping too far. You're not the same person that I fell in love with and everything of that. Like, that would have been cooler, but no, he's degraded to a loyal fanboy. Which is okay, I guess, but you can only have that much story development in an MMO, I guess. I mean, there are a bunch of people working on all of this, and to be fair, what is left? What is left to do in this patch? We have new character models, and the rest was only this story. You feel like there could have been more. Like, the past 0.5 expansion thingy, 0.5 patch, at least had a raid accompanied with it. Didn't it? Yes. And a quest line. Which was a bit more involved than this quest line. I mean, sure, there were a bunch of cutscenes and a cool cinematic and all of that, but gameplay-wise, it was a bit short compared to the previous one. But this is okay. This is entirely fine for a 0.5 thing. It's entirely, I can't ask for more. And people are in the chat in the game asking, so who's now leader of the Horde? So yeah, I guess it will be a council. Like, there will be no sole leader. At least that's my guess. If there will be a sole leader, this entire story would have pointed fingers to Thrall. Yeah, they say it in the as well. They say it in the chat as well, the World of Warcraft chat. Many are thinking it will be some sort of council. Shrug. Okay, so yeah, interesting how it will play out. I was rambling on for far too long with all my thoughts and everything. So I'll end the stream here. There's nothing of more interest to be said, to be done, except for maybe the Alliance point of view. But I won't do that yet. I will give Dairyu the chance to accompany me, so we might play it on a different occasion. But so far, this has been very interesting, very informative, very interesting. Very interesting, to say the least. Like, Saurfang dying, I didn't think of seeing that coming. Anyway, I'm still a bit blasted away by all of this, but we will see each other in the next video in the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, cheerio! Bye bye! Cheerio! Bye! Bye!